working on our Mexican lasagna. This is one that I think I wrote on here that if you wanted to use ground beef, you can. So you would want to pre-make your ground beef and season it with, just like brown your ground beef, drain the grease, and then season it with some Santa Maria barbecue. And we need to like try to find some more of this. But maybe we'll borrow some Italians. So you're going to want to just season it with this, and then you may not need to season the rest of it. Like we're just going to, if you don't have ground beef, we're just going to end up like putting this in on one of the layers, but then you would have already.
Oh, I bought beef.
So I bought beef for this one too.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know to cook it before. Because I probably won't eat it without meat.
It says brown. I need to.
But not on the grocery list.
Okay, well, thank you.
We forgive you.
We will fix that, and you guys will know to brown your ground beef before. So we're going to start by doing our onion. Go ahead and dice your onion. I forgot to grab one.
So if I add meat later to this, or is it going to be too late?
I think you can actually. The reason that we started adding ground beef is, like I said, like our family doesn't do meat like all the time. My husband used to be the type who was like, "Where's the meat? If it doesn't have meat, like, he says he's still hungry."
Well,
but
yeah, we don't.
Then we kind of did some like a vegan, plant-based diet, vegetarian for like a year and a half, and so now like we just don't put meat in everything. I test recipes out with meat if it has it, and then sometimes I'll take it out. But anyway, at the workshop when we did this Mexican vegetarian casserole, some people were saying that they didn't think their families would eat it, and that's why. They went home and they added it on top.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you can add it on top. But so you've already diced your onion, huh?
I did, because I did that before on accident.
So this is kind of like a bigger onion. I might not use the whole thing.
Well, mine's smaller, so if you don't,
You want to have this one too?
no, well, not that much.
Okay, give me like half of that and I'll split that. So I say dice the onion first because then you're going to have everything ready and you're just going to layer it. Well, that was a dangerous move.
It was.
I saw you like,
I saw my life as I reached out. It's like it was too late to stop the motion, but I saw my life flash before my eyes.
Friends, don't put your hand in front of another friend cutting that. I was so intimidated by using a chef's knife. JP has always used a big chef's knife we've had from different places. Actually, he sold Cutco for a while, but we like really love these now. So when Velada came out with them, I was like, oh, I'm going to start using this big old knife because I was using a smaller one. Anyway, it's not so bad once you get used to it. You just keep your fingers tucked in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by layering with salsa. You want to put salsa on the bottom instead of like oil or something, like it's going to keep it from sticking. So, oh my gosh, maybe open this before. Are you guys strong?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Let me get this.
Oh, thank you. That's my pal Jacqueline. Woohoo! Okay, so just put a little bit on the bottom. I forgot how much I said. Starting with 1 cup of salsa. That's like half of mine because I got a 16-ounce jar. So you want to like make sure it's just kind of coating. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
Then grab your tortillas, and I don't remember how many tortillas I said that you needed, but I got a bigger bag because I want to use some of these for when I make my fiesta chicken, and remember I said I'd use these to make taquitos.
Okay.
So, this is the order I followed. Salsa, tortillas, you can see the order here, so we're just going to kind of do it. I'm sure Jane will catch up. Doesn't matter if they fall apart because it's like a casserole. They're going to be all mushy. Like Jacqueline's breaking hers up, and when I do it, I don't know if you guys can see, but I will do like, they'll kind of overlap a little bit. Like I'll do 3 like this. So you can have it. And then I'll also just shift it. And then I will take my tortillas and break them and cover the rest. Just kind of cover the corners. Just eating tortillas, you're so hungry. The first workshop I went to, there wasn't food either. And so that's why you always have snacks at mine now. I ate carrots. I ate like raw carrot. I never eat just carrots, but I was so hungry. I was like, this is so good. And I think
these are the best carrots of all time.
I think that I grabbed like the fiesta queso out of my thing because we use this too, and I was like scooping.
Okay, I was like eating pepperonis on the last.
Oh, okay, I didn't see
the pepperoni chicken.
They
They probably did. They're like,
okay, so refried beans. Grab your spoon.
Okay.
I lost my spoon.
No.
Better go find one. Oh, here it is.
My spoon.
So these refried beans are kind of weird, you know, like canned beans, but yeah, just layer it the best.
Can?
Yeah, layer it the best you can. They add like a creamy.
The whole
texture.
can in this layer.
Yeah. Yeah. Just make it
I
easy.
love refried beans with all my heart and soul,
I do
but
too.
I always think
It's
I feel like I'm
nasty
opening
can.
dog
That's
food.
what it looks like, yeah. So you're going to just do your best at like smushing it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just all going to be like gooey melty anyway.
I do love beans.
Did you say you haven't had this one?
No, I haven't had this one yet.
I'm about to start eating these beans. I won't. I'll
I
save
hope
my
you guys have
dignity.
snacks. I'll make a note that people at home should probably have some sort of snacks or have eaten before. Probably like what you guys eat.
Probably other like, she's eating that tortilla. Yeah, and I got a scoop of cheese because it was really good.
Yeah. Mexican blend cheese? Oh yeah, this is not what I'm supposed to have a Mexican blend. I might have to go look in my fridge. I think I grabbed the wrong kind, right? Is it Mexican or does it just say Colby Jack?
This is Mexican.
Is it Mexican? Cheddar or
And then
Mexican?
half a bag of
Yeah, so go ahead and just follow whatever the instructions are.
Yeah,
you
I like how you like
half
so
of it.
daintily used a spoon for this.
Well, we're gonna get our hands dirty, and I guess that's the cheese.
Make sure.
Get.
It's not good enough.
It's
good.
Have to test it.
Just
We are going to be getting our hands really dirty on the meatballs, so that's coming up next. What does it say? Refried beans, half a bag of cheese.
Oh yeah, what size
You
bag?
can only leave like
I wasn't sure what size bag, so I just
Right,
bought
like-
like all of the cheese.
2-cup bag. That's like a normal. I'll make
Actually, I'm going to start this milk today.
This is the one I'm taking to a friend because it doesn't. It's like the same whether it's been frozen or not. I think they all are pretty good. They're fine frozen. I've tried them. So like this is one if you don't like onion, just don't put onion. You know. It's
I did,
not
but
a big
I
deal.
threw some in the trash. Yeah,
So your onion?
I didn't put them all.
Yeah, this is kind of too much. I think it said small. No? Is it?
Yes, I think they said small.
Just one medium onion. So you can do smaller. Okay, after onion, then tortillas again. Yeah, this is a really easy one.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make this your own. Like you could add different things if you wanted to add like more veggies or something.
So Matt makes a Mexican casserole, and he adds taco sauce and enchilada sauce.
Yeah.
And so you
Like
can even
green
add
enchilada
a
sauce
can.
or red enchilada sauce?
Yep, you can add a can of like enchilada sauce if you wanted to.
Guys, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get super sneaky. I'm gonna sneak some spinach into my family.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Stealth style.
That's a great idea.
Anybody want to sneak some spinach into their family since I
might.
bought all of the world's spinach?
So it seems like you're adding a lot of seasoning to this because you're doing 2 tablespoons, but you don't have a lot of seasoning anywhere else, and that's why. Did you already do that?
What?
Did you already do this?
The what?
Santa Maria?
No.
Oh, I just
Oh,
that.
bean corn. The Santa Maria should have been before the corn. Wait,
Was it? No, it says
hang on.
onion, tortilla.
What have I done? Sauce, refried beans, half a
Santa
bag of
Maria goes
cheese,
after the next layer of
onion,
tortillas.
Oh, black beans, corn. Okay, well I did half of it now.
Which is probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, this is a good idea, Julian. Oh, you chopped yours.
All the
was
beans,
trying
right?
to
Yeah,
be
they're kind
sneakier.
of big.
And then all the beans?
Yeah.
Just the black beans. Okay.
Tortillas again?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Just look off your list.
After the
honestly,
onions, add tortillas.
I'm a mess. I keep messing up. Thanks for sharing your.
Anytime. Thanks for sharing your mushrooms.
Oh
Corn.
yeah, look at that. Black beans, corn, then the stuff. I'll be pouring in black beans. I hope this all fits in your pan. This is one of those meals that you might want to put it on a cookie sheet in your oven. Like put the pan on a cookie sheet just so that it doesn't like spill over into your oven and make a mess. Don't be mad at me if it makes a mess. I told you ahead of time.
All right, then Santa Maria rub.
Okay. Yeah.
It does look pretty with the ears.
Jacqueline, you want some spinach?
Nah. Thank you, though.
There's a little bit in there too. There's orange onions.
Oh,
Corn.
oops.
Onion.
More tortillas. All right. When you get to the fiesta queso, it's going to be kind of like the refried beans where you have to like just get it on there. It's going to be kind of clunky.
So this is tortillas next.
Wait, where's that?
Oh, and Jacqueline's using flour tortillas because she says she doesn't like corn. I tried it with both, and we just prefer.
Corn tortillas.
Where's that spicy, the Santa Maria?
Oh,
Santa
we took it.
Maria.
It's yours, and we took it because we ran out.
How much of the Santa Maria? 2 tablespoons?
Yeah.
This cracks me up how much this reminds me of my husband's meal that he makes. With the the layers and stuff.
Might add a little bit more.
So I don't know what the top.
There. I've seen some people go ahead and stick this tub of cheese in the microwave. If you were to buy this is actually like a dipping cheese, or like a spread for sandwiches. So we just do this, and you
Very
can,
carefully.
and you can use your fingers. But when it's just gonna melt whenever it's
Yeah.
in the oven. But see, I used a whole tub of this one time, and I don't think that it's necessary
Yeah.
for this meal. I think that you can just kind of spread out because it's got other cheese and tons of other stuff on it. This is again why you have a towel with you, hopefully. Wash your hands off or wipe them off.
This Fiesta queso from Malata has the best flavor to it.
Yeah, it's a little spicy.
It is a little spicy, but it's not. I mean, I don't like stuff too spicy, and for me, it's like just perfect. Yeah. I have a mild to almost medium, and I'm always medium type girl, and this is perfect.
Especially mixed with this other stuff. It doesn't.
Do you try to cover all the tortillas, or just kind
I mean, yours is way more spread than mine is, and I'm probably about to just leave it at this.
of? Okay.
And I'm actually not one to just leave things unperfect.
This is truth she speaks.
Yep, this is why Julie and I are so good together.
We are, because I'm like, it's fine. And Amy's like, oh, I don't know about all that. So we make a good combo.
So I'm wondering. So you know what I think I'll do? I'll have the salsa. Go home, brown some hamburger meat, put it on top, and then add a layer of cheese on top.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, the more cheese, the better.
Yeah, so I'm adding the rest of my salsa and then my cheese, and that's it.
And if you gotta think about it, it really doesn't have to cook. You know, like just has to warm up.
Yeah, it's all cooked, so it's just gonna melt together.
How long did you say to cook this one? Just cook like
10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, perfect.
And that's like if you've thawed it in your fridge overnight.
Okay. So don't just
Yeah. Another thing is, you don't want to put a cold pan straight in a hot oven. So when I make this, I don't say preheat on here. Like, I don't preheat it. I just set my oven for 350 and put it in so it warms up as the oven warms up.
It's very smart.
Don't stick it because it could shatter. Okay. I might have some cheese too. It's okay.
It's okay. We're gonna eat it up.
I mean, you don't have to give them permission. I'm sure they've been stuffing their faces this whole time.
Well, I gotta
on camera.
Right.
I hope they are.
If I were you, I would grab some foil and do 2 layers of foil on top of this, just to prevent any kind of freezer burn. And then whenever, we didn't talk about this yet, but when you do put these in your freezer, this might be one that you want to put on the bottom, especially if you use like a glass dish. It's kind of heavy. And then, I'm afraid I might forget when we do our meats, but you want to layer while you're finishing anyway, you want to layer your bags in the freezer like, well, it's not a good example. Like, you want to lay them flat like this, kind of get them to evenly distribute, and then, like, stack them on top of each other like this. I don't know how I know this, but if you were to maybe put them in your freezer like this, they might stick to the metal grates on the shell, and it might be really hard to get out. I won't say how I know that, but your husband might have to come help you get them out. Like, no, I'm just saying. Okay, of course it was me. But GP, like, there was like,
I think we've all figured it out by now.
A week that I had made these freezer meals, and we kept forgetting to loosen them.
I just dropped some cheese in my boobs.
I didn't say that. We kept forgetting to get them out before the kids went to bed, but we had to like bang them out of the shelves. It was really a mess. So I'm telling you, layer them like this, and then after they're frozen, you can totally go back and put like the long skinny ones up like this if that's better for you. So that's that. Next, get ready to get messy. We are going to finish up with spaghetti and meatballs.